4, 3, 2, 1. Your eyes do not deceive you. I am indeed wearing the same t-shirt that I wore yesterday, but my thinking was that I barely wore this yesterday, so I may as well get some more use out of it today because I'm not going to wear it to work. So it seems a shame to just wear it for a couple hours, as was the case yesterday, and then retire it for the laundry. So, yes, I am wearing it again today. I'm sorry if that offends some of your sensibilities, but that is indeed the case. All right. Let me begin with a couple of thank yous. One, a sincere thank you to viewer, listener Lorraine G. Yesterday, I was complaining about my Gmail situation. If you missed yesterday's Facebook broadcast, I had this situation where even though I had gone through all my emails, and this happens pretty regularly with Gmail, it still showed that I had one unread email, as you can see there on the left, and I couldn't figure out how to do away with this unread email. And a lot of you wrote to me with suggestions and texted with suggestions, but sure enough, Lorraine G came through like a champ. So thank you to Lorraine G. By the way, for everybody that's watching this, please be so good as to retweet this or share it so that other people can see this video as we're live here. I also want to thank the people that bought bundles. Yesterday, I was complaining that only that we hadn't sold any of the new bundles at WABCRadiostore.com, and sure enough, all I had to do was plea with you to to ask you to buy some of these bundles, and you did. So it's still a great opportunity to buy stuff. If you go to Personalities and Frank Morano, there you see my smiling mug. They're offering this bundle for $82. You know, I sent these, the Morano's logo for the shirt, the hoodies, and the hat to some of my family members, and my sister-in-law reminded me that that was the logo that she and my brother used for their wedding. And I had forgotten that. It must have seeped into my subconscious. So I guess the radio station is going to have to cut them in for a percentage of all the Morano's gear that is sold. But still, this bundle, which includes a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, a mug, and a personal message from me, it's a great value. And if you use the promo code Frank15, you could save 15% off. So all you have to do is go to WABCRadiostore.com and Personalities and Frank Morano and check out that bundle. So thank you. And I'm told that if we could sell a few more, that they're going to start implementing some of the other ideas that we had talked about. But thank you to the people that purchased one of these bundles yesterday. While we're thanking people, I want to thank you. I want to thank Pat Russo, Pasqualino Russo of Brooklyn, who invited me to a wonderful event at Gargiulo's yesterday for the Cathedral Club. Cathedral Club is a terrific group which raises money to give scholarships to children attending Catholic school who have, developed a financial hardship. So it's a great group and a great bunch of people, and it's their cigar night. So if I sounded a little raspy yesterday, then I think, that was why, that I had a cigar last night, which I normally don't do that for a show. But I was, appreciative of everybody that I met and a lot of great folks. One person commented on Facebook yesterday that I shouldn't be calling it Gargiulo's, that I should be calling it Gargiulio's. Now, Gargiulio's is one of the things that I would say, like to bust chops and to give my own unique pronunciation to something. And it's not Gargiulio's. It would be Gargiulio's if there was an I before the last O, but it's not. There's not. It is just Gargiulo's. And in order to show this woman who commented yesterday on Facebook that was the case, I took a photo of the wine that they make there, or they, at least, I don't know if they make it there, but they sell it there and they serve it there. And it is indeed Gargiulo's. If it was, see, Gargiulo. If it was Gargiulio's, there would be an I between the L and the O. So just double check before you correct my pronunciation of anything. Just double check that you actually know what you're talking about. So thank you to Pat Russo for inviting me to that event. I had a great time and enjoyed meeting so many of the great people there. Also, want to thank one of the gentlemen that was there, Adam Want, who's been a guest on the show. He's a lawyer, a professor at John Jay, and an expert in cryptocurrency and all sorts of things. Yesterday, I had showed my flip video camera, and that was corroded and stuff like that. He said, "Bring it tonight, and I'll give it to one of the guys that works in my lab. And if there's a way to have it fixed, we'll get it fixed." Now, I realize, car coming. I realize that it's sort of an obsolete technology, and that almost everybody uses their mobile phone these days to shoot video, but I still like it. It's still a cool piece of technology. It's simple, it's easy to use. Maybe when Carmine is a little older, I can give him that, and he can begin shooting video on his own, and that could be a great creative way to express himself. But I can't do that if the thing doesn't work. So Adam said, "Bring it tonight, and I'll see if it can work." So I gave it to Adam, and he was kind enough to do that. Thank you as well to the people that subscribed yesterday. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can subscribe to this Facebook page while you're watching this video, by the way. Just click overview button under the comments box, then scroll to the bottom and click the subscribe button, and you can subscribe for 99 cents a month. So thank you to all the folks that subscribed yesterday. Cynthia and a number of other folks. So please do be so good as to subscribe. It's the best value you're going to get for that 99 cents. I had hoped to do a video from Gargiulo's yesterday, from our cigar night, kind of a behind the scenes look, but I didn't end up doing it because the room that we were in was covered in cigar smoke, and it was honestly difficult to see in terms of camera, and it was also very loud. So I didn't think it would sound good. But I'm going to make it up to you with another subscriber video that I think you're really going to enjoy. And, one of the guys at my table yesterday, I think his name was Phil or Paul or Dan. Oh, it's starting to rain. Asked how they get the smell out of the room with all those cigars. And apparently, and this will not, Carmine's screaming, I better bank this quick. And apparently what they do is they use garlic and oil. They cook garlic and oil in that room, and the garlic and oil aroma eats the cigar aroma. Chris asked, when are you going to AC? Chris, I am working. It's on my list of things to go over with my wife today to schedule an AC day. I am very eager to go. I am can't wait to get back. I don't have a date picked this just yet. Shelley writes, used to have that flip. I wonder what is in mine. Yeah, you better check it out, Shelley. Jessica Rohrer, who celebrated her birthday this week. Phil, Paul, or Dan. I don't remember what his name was. Jessica, happy birthday. If anyone's deserving of a happy birthday and birthday well wishes, and to have all of their wishes come true, it's you. So I hope you're doing well, and we certainly miss you. So thank you to the people that bought bundles. Thank you to the people that subscribed yesterday. Thank you to Adam Want for the offer of fixing this flip video camera. Thank you also to the folks that sent stars yesterday. Oh, I'm getting the word from my wife to wrap it up. So I had a lot of other things that I was going to try to mention here, but I'm not going to be able to do that. Oh, Shelley asks, doing 2 weeks in Cape May in the summer. Yeah, doing the last week in July in Cape May. We're going to be down there, so maybe I'll run into you down there if you're down there the last week in July. All right, my son is screaming, so I may do another one of these videos. Now, the reason for today's title is because I couldn't figure out why so many people were watching yesterday's video, and the only thing I could think is maybe it was the timing. By the way, also, the people complaining in our Facebook group, which you can certainly join, are just, they never cease to amaze me with their complaints. We did a Sinatra hour this morning. Robert writes, if Morano had a brain, he would have scheduled the Sinatra Talk segment into an all-night affair. That's why Frank will never rise to the cream. He just can't think big. Sinatra could have been the best show for the year. Now, by the way, I spent an hour on this. An hour on an entertainer that's been gone for 25 years. Are you really saying I should have spent a whole 4 hours on it? I mean, it's just absurd. I thought I was pushing it for an hour. Now, if you didn't hear that, you can absolutely catch the podcast at fmwabc.com, or just go to wabcradio.com/Frank. I thought it was an interesting hour, a very good hour, but it was what it was. I mean, it was an hour. I mean, give it up, give it up. Let me go. If you want to buy some stuff at the store, go to wabcradiostore.com, click on personalities. Got an interesting show tonight. Dr. Sky on the solar storms and Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s super PAC head, Tony Lyons. So we're going to cover a lot of ground today as well. Let me go because Carmine is screaming. We may continue this a little bit later. If not, I'll see you on the radio.